Can you make 10 million gold on 5 characters with just crafting professions? Let us begin. Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be starting off another little series which will be coming out each and every week. This one's going to be called Crafter's Mark, and the main goal of this is to get 10 million gold on 5 of my characters with just using crafting professions. This means that our aim is to get to around about 50 million gold with all 5 characters, and we're just going to be using these crafting professions, which is tailoring and enchanting with my mage, along with alchemy and inscription with my rogue, leatherworking with my main demon hunter, my paladin with dual crafting and engineering, and Nyros, my warlock blacksmith. That being said, they've all been given an initial investment of 100,000 gold each to get them started with what they're actually doing. We're going to be tracking this each and every week and see how our progression goes when it comes towards crafting. These crafting professions will be broken down. Starting off with my mage, we have our tailoring and enchanting. We started off with our 100,000 gold and I managed to spend 3,417 gold. The time to craft all of my different types of items in which I was crafting was 15 minutes, and we mainly focused on tailoring for this week. This is to get us started with bags / mounts. We managed to craft a load of different types of bags which were profitable and are at a 20% profit margin. We set this up with my TSM profile, and also the mounts come under that as well. This didn't take too much time and hopefully bags sell rather well, so I'm really looking forward to seeing the results at the end of next week, along with mounts which I know sell quite well, as I did make a lot of my gold back in Legion and in WoD just crafting mounts. Moving on to my rogue, who is my alchemist and scribe. With 100,000 gold, he spent 1,349 gold just focusing on his inscription for this week, going into glyphs. Now at the moment the glyph market wasn't looking too shabby, so we're going to be having to adapt this throughout next week. However, I did spend 9 minutes crafting all of the profitable glyphs and posted them to the auction house, which leads us on to our leather worker. I thoroughly noticed that my leather worker had been cleared. Back about a year ago I actually cleared my entire leatherworking profession. Don't ask me why, it was for probably some weird reason. However, this week I've had to not craft anything as I've had to re-level all of my leatherworking. I started off by learning up my classic leatherworking, as we're going to be buying a load of different types of recipes in order to start crafting some high-end mog. We started off with 100,000 gold, and the gold spent on leveling our classic profession from leatherworking from 0 to 300 was 19,880 gold. The time to craft and or level my profession was 35 minutes, which leads me on to my paladin. My paladin for this week, with dual crafting and engineering, with his 100,000 gold, he spent 20,911 gold at a crafting time of 20 minutes, focusing on the engineering mounts to get started for this week. He mainly made 𝐸𝐸's chopper, as this one sells rather well, and he also produced a couple of the other engineering mounts. I find that the 𝐸𝐸's chopper sells rather well, and as it's profitable, it's obviously worth crafting to sell on the auction house. My blacksmith for this week was my biggest investment, and this is my warlock. With his 100,000 gold of starting capital, he spent 28,223 gold at a time to craft of 12 minutes. He focused on Wrath of the Lich King Mog specifically. He will be going into different variations, though with the Wrath of the Lich King Mog, I know that the Titan Steel Mog sells rather well when it comes towards crafted transmog, hence why that was my prime pick for this week. Overall, my total time crafting was 1 hour 31 minutes, and my total gold spent was 73,780 gold in total with all 5 characters, leaving us with no total gold earned, which is a total profit of minus 73,780 gold. Hopefully we can start pulling in some regular sales each and every week as we build up our value on the auction house, bringing in more steady and reliable sales overall. Next week I plan on setting up my alchemy, enchanting and dual crafting, as these ones were nil for the week, and I would like to get them into mass production as well. Hopefully we can get all of this and keep adding. To get started with this, if you are a Patreon, I've also made a Crafter's Mark gold sheet which is now live on the Patreon, where I'm going to be tracking each and every character, what they're crafting each week, how much gold we're earning, and how much time we're actually putting into this. The idea is to spend as little time crafting as possible each and every week for the maximum amount of reward. This is to min-max gold crafting and to see how much gold we can make make each and every week as we head towards from negative values towards break even, and then finally to pure profit, and keep reinvesting into our crafted products and our main goal of 50 million gold. Other than that, guys, have a wonderful rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video of Crafter's Mark soon.